Well, anyway, by the time I was 15, I left school to become a millionaire. It's not what you think. This was a traumatic period in our family's life. My father, who had his own business and passionate about it, went broke. He was caught by a developer who had caught him for a lot of money. And you know what he did? Because he couldn't handle it, he turned to the drink and became an alcoholic for a short period of time because he lost his self-esteem and self-confidence, which has happened to a lot of people now. Now, at the time I was 15, I had more money in the bank than he did. I blamed him for what was happening. I thought he was an idiot. I thought he was a fool without ever realizing at the time the pain and the anguish that that man was going through. What actually topped it off was, one day, my mother and I were called to the pub where he was as drunk as a skunk. And both of us actually have to lift him and drag him home, right? Well, that was the finish of it, right? But at the same time, my father loved us, and he was an amazing man. Do you know what he did? He gave up the drink, and he rebuilt his business, and he went on to be the Lord Mayor of Cork City. An amazing story, right, okay? But of course, I was 15. I wanted now to become the millionaire. It became into my subconscious, my conscious mind. And you know what? I didn't even know how I was going to do it as a bricklayer. By the time I was 18, and this is our sibling, we have a very loving family, right? By the time I was 18, I remember going to my dad, and I was disappointed. I wasn't a millionaire, like, why was this? And I never forget the advice he gave to me, and I'm going to pass it to you, right? He said, son, and I was thinking of going back to college, he said, son, he said, you're a dreamer. And we're all dreamers. He said, dream and dream big, but remember, in the following of the dream is where the success lies. Let achieving it be the bonus. Well, anyway, that's what I did. By the time I was 21, my goal, which was born out of hunger and anger, and by 21 I had achieved it. I was a millionaire, and I had all that went with it. The big house, the cars, and believe it or not, an arrogant confidence. At this stage, I was married to Marie, who was going out with me since I was 15, and actually believed me, she was actually from a council house as well in our area. Well, now, when I see some of my colleagues here tonight, I was building in excess of 200 houses a year. I had 200 employees, and you know what? I thought I had the Midas touch. I had a group of people like you, confident, that came behind this energy, and we were going somewhere. I disrespected. When I achieved my goal, I sat back, I relaxed. And at this stage, my company started falling apart. I was so hyped up my own arse at the time, and my own self-belief, that I took my eye off of the ball. I took my eye off the most important thing were you, the people, my team, right? And then what happened is, by the time 8 years went by in 1986, and lots of you now will remember this, right? I had over £5 million borrowed at the time. The mortgage rates is 1% now, it was 18% then. And I was pegged on 2% above the internet bank rate, which was based at 39. I was on 41% interest rate. And you know what I was doing? I was on pirate radio stations. I had loads of things. I had this Midas touch. I couldn't read or write properly even, right? I overtraded, like a lot of us have done in this period of time, and I went broke.